Well, let's start with Plansect. Because that should open up a couple of places. We visited the Plansect village, but there's a strange presence pervading the forest. This feeling, it's not normal. I remember this feeling. There seems to be a commotion in the center of the forest. The ant girls share consciousness who appeared at the Undine Spring. They're here as well. Let's go! We're on our way, right away! Thus we hurry to the center of the forest. Be a part of the great ultimate spiritual body, the Gasalt hive mind. We are governed not by the individual, but by the whole, the ultimate collective mind. No need for individual spirit. Be a part of the Great Spirit and live in eternal peace. It's Beelzebub and the others. They're clearly out and not in their right mind. We met insect-based monsters in this state before, at the Fountain of Undine Spring. The manipulated ant girls attacked us. As I recall, it was the work of the Gasalt hive mind, a mental collective that is working to share all consciousness as one. Look at the hero, you came to see us? Please help us. If this continues, even we will become part of the collective mind. As the clutches of the hive mind extended to the plant tribe. Anyway, we're going to defeat the Beelzebubs and others. They're our friends, so don't blame us. Let's beat them and bring them back to their senses. Then I'll have to make them finish gently. Seed of origin, got a hive mind shell, we need those. What was I? My consciousness was in danger of being stolen away by a greater being. Have you come to your senses? It seems that the shared awareness was still too shallow. I didn't realize the three Beelzebubs were being manipulated. The situation is finally critical. We're not alone. Queen Ant, Spire Princess are also part of the hive mind. Most of the insect-based monsters have been wiped out. Everyone's consciousness has been captured by the hive mind. It's not good, but we still have a grace period to get back on track. In the early stages of shared consciousness, it's easy to treat if you attack them. The girls and the Beelzebub came to their senses by shocking their bodies and minds. It's likely that for a while after being taken in, the shared consciousness is unstable. This Plansect village is also threatened by the invasion of the insect tribe. The hive mind has probably made the plant tribe its next target. The situation is no longer just an interspecies struggle. After we are wiped out, there will be endless sacrifices. Then all minds are taken in. The Gestalt hive mind becomes the only unique co-mind to body. I will not allow that to happen. We must defeat the hive mind at all costs. Dark God Alphys, let us hear your story. How do you destroy the mental aggregation in prehistoric times? Yes, the hive mind never existed in our world. The Dark God Alphys severed its roots long ago. We cut down the collective consciousness to the utmost limit and expose the core mental body, and then crush the nucleus. That's what I did in a nutshell. I see, so go after the nucleus. Specifically, how did you remove the collective consciousness? Twisted those who shared her consciousness from one side to the other. I beat them up as far as I could see and thoroughly laid waste to them. That's more forceful than expected. I just thought it was done more cleverly. It's easy to understand. I like it. The collective consciousness is like an armor that protects the core mental body. Then, from those who form the armor until they are painstakingly crushed. But when I defeated it, the hive mind damage did not increase to this extent. I managed to deal with the situation before a mass outbreak of those who shared consciousness, but the situation is far more critical now. Most of the insect tribe has been taken in by a hive mind. It's too impractical to uproot it. We already have a lot of problems, but let's move on. What is the nucleus that cut off and exposed the shared consciousness? The nucleus is one transcendent being, Beelzebub. She is the core of the hive mind. If we destroy her, it's all over. Isn't that one of the cases where the Dark Lord defeated the Beelzebub in ancient times? The fertility of the Beelzebubs that covered the world was considered dangerous. That's what I heard from the old story. I suppose the incident of defeating Beelzebub was distorted, or rather, transformed into a more understandable form and passed on to future generations. I understand the story. First, we need to cut down the shared awareness until the nucleus is exposed. From one end to the other, we're going to defeat those who share our consciousness, right? In other words, the whole insect tribe. We're going to beat them until they come to their senses. It'd be nice if we were able to do this without killing anyone. Still, how do we defeat all the insect tribe, who are quite numerous? We can't do it alone, since we're dealing with a horde race of people. Even if we mobilized all of our allies, we clearly would not be enough. In this chaotic world, it's difficult to gather troops. Even if we requested their support, no country will have the strength to respond. Each region is still in the midst of turmoil. Even those areas that have already managed to calm down must be focusing on reconstruction. We, the plant tribe, shall cooperate fully. We are the ones who are bearing the brunt at the moment. But we're still short on headcount. Are there any people who might be able to lend a hand? Canon... Wait, no. Yeah, Canon and the 6 ancestors, plus Uriel of the 7 archangels. The plant tribe is in danger. Those women might move. I'm sure those two are very capable. But will they comply? There's nothing we can do but persuade them somehow. However, the whereabouts of Canon are unknown at the moment. In escaping from Demiurge, the 3 members of the 6 ancestors were scattered. We don't know where Canon was gone. I remember about a sighting of Canon. I wonder where it was. Due to the mess during the war, I didn't have time to scrutinize it. There must be someone in Plansect who has information. Then let's ask around here. We'll gather information on where Canon is. Mariella's imprisoned in Grand Gold, isn't she? If we catch her with some kind of reward, I'm sure she'll cooperate. Well then, let's go to the dungeon in Grand Gold. I hope Gabriella can help. And first, we'll get Canon and Gabriella to cooperate. Then we'll work on the hive mind. Yeah, let's ask those two for help. To fight the hive mind, we need large numbers. If we can draw in Canon and Gabriella, it'll be a lot easier. If you're leaving this village, I'll accompany you. I like to rest my mind out of sight of the green. I'll go with you too. I'll keep an eye on Priestess to make sure she doesn't escape. The plant tribe's absolutely crazy. When things settle down, I'll send in an audit from the Monster Lord's castle. Alright, done you. We're going to help. This is a catastrophic crisis for the insect race. Beelzebub and allies join the party. Then let's go see Canon and Gabriella. With the help of those two, we are going to defeat the hive mind. Thus, we were asked for help from powerful monsters equipped with the power plants. And an angel who's also a plant. Alright. So much to do. Millie's store that sells leaves of the world tree. Here you go. Wait, only shopkeepers here. Okay. I'm a merchant in the Plansect. I've had new products from the normal world and magical world. It's no longer a problem just for this village. The hive mind is a threat for the whole world. I saw a Canon at the top of the world tree. It seems like she's resting her body. The top of the world tree, Canon. Okay, let's go see her right away. The world tree is in the center of a small island to the northwest, southwest of the world map, from Fairy Island. That's where they say Cam was spotted. Let's go right there right away and draw them into our group. Now's the time for all races to unite, but such a heinous event has occurred. There's no peace in this village, in the monster world or in the normal world, is there? Shall I head for the desert now? Oh. You got Captain Master! You tell him to get out of the way! I don't want Angry Master, so I won't comment. Alright, we have 60 masters now. I don't really know. A while ago, a group of Lami and Scylla came to the forest. In the monster world, it was their home. But we didn't get into a fight. It seems they don't like war either, so they backed down themselves. And the Lami and Scylla tribes have left for somewhere else. They are going to a new place where they won't have to fight. It wasn't so much pacifism, it's more like they're scared of something. If they get into trouble, the goddess of tyranny will come to them or something. Oh, these alternate monsters, the reskins, they're chaos-sized versions of monsters. They almost exclusively only appear to Luca and his group. And they're much, much, much stronger than normal monsters. I think that's everything. Oh, we didn't talk to you. If this continues, all life will be a part of the collective consciousness. Like the insect tribe now, there will be no such thing as your own will, right? We have to fight such a monster? We can't. Wouldn't it be better to call the 6 ancestors or something? That's the plan. Priestess is having a tough time of it too. One thing after another. It's a hell of a lot of mayhem. Yeah, let's have a party. Cheer up, Priestess. It's a surprise party. We're going to surprise them. She would hate that. I heard that Lady Canon was chased away from Grand Gold. And it is now ruled by the 7 archangels called Sariel or something. I was just thinking about moving there, but I'm glad I didn't go. Around the pond in the center, fighting is forbidden. Rest assured you will not encounter any enemies. Really? You'll there to give us a lift to that far? Alright. Well, while we're here, we can pick up Kanade. He's right over here, right? I've already been through here. Should be on the lookout for more gold chests, though, just in case. We are slimes from Grandna. We are allowed to live here by courtesy of the mermaids. The environment in this cave is very nice. For me, it's more livable than Grand Noah. Lady Kanade has given up on taking back Grand Noah. She says that there will be a new order to the world from now on. I'm sure Aurelio is strong, and there's no way to win a fight, but it's still frustrating. Some like it here, some don't. But there is no slime tribe that defies Kanade, you know? It's too calm here. I don't get enough stimulation. I want to go back to the city. Playing the water is so much fun! Slime has the ability to purify fresh water, so even if they just come here, it'll clean the water. The cave is still big enough, and we have Natalia Port. I'm not complaining if all the slimes take up residence here. I heard that negotiations have recently started between Uriella and Kanade. We too may be able to obtain residency in Grand Noah. Well, this place isn't so bad. If we want to go back, can we just go back? No, the mermaids are not descended from Kanade. They're descended from the same race that World drowns from. The sirens, that's it, the sirens. Oh, banshees, not sirens, banshees. I see that you were able to escape from Demiurge safely too. Good. Can I recognize Alice as the protector of the monsters in the battle in Demiurge? Hence, her attitude seems to have softened considerably. I'm not going after Grand Noah anymore. So, Monster Lord Alphys, you got? I will indeed take care of Kanade. I'll take care of the slime tribe and other monsters together. And I will entrust this to you, the treasure of our clan. The forbidden slime obtained. I see that you no longer have any regrets, Kanade. Now, I have a favor to ask of you. We explained to Kanai about the art of the return of the divine soul. I can't believe that with my power, the dark god can regain her power. I'll immediately head to the cave of the sealed monster. Kanai took off to the sealed cave. Kanai seems to be alright now. I hope we can form a friendship with Grand Noah down the road. Anyway, Kanai head for the Cave of Sealing. We'll go check it out later. We'll also go to Monte Carlo. Come down here. Talk to Minagi. Oh, Your Majesty, I'm glad to see you safe and sound. But, what the hell is that? Well, there's a lot going on. I'm working my bones to get back to the way I was. Is there anything I can do to help? Well, that's what I'm here to discuss. We explained to Minagi about the art of returning the divine soul. I'm surprised that the Dark God can return to her original form. They'll rush to there no matter what. Minagi flew off to the cave of the sealed demon. I've already flown off. Is everything okay here? Nope. Got air while translating. There's no room for error. Also, I train my subordinates thoroughly on a daily basis. I highly doubt that. You seem to not want to... Oh wait, she trains her subordinates on a daily basis. Okay, not you, she. Because you don't do shit. That's your problem. It seems that Minagi is fully prepared for what happens in her absence. Let's go check on her later at the cave of the sealed monster. Alright. Let's head to Yamatai. Talk to Tamamo. It's on the third floor, if I recall. There you are. The attack of Magasu Wolf and everything. Looks like you've had a tough time, Tamamo. Huh? Don't tell me you're the Dark God! I see. You merged with the body of the Singularity World. I'm pleased with the second coming for the time being. You guessed it without me having to explain. As expected, the Tamamo, you're a quick one. We explained to Mama about the art of the return of the divine soul. How could there be a technique I didn't know about? For the sake of the Dark God, I will offer up all my magical power. Tamamo flew off to the sealed cave. For the sake of the Dark God, you jumped out without a second thought, did you? You're a vicious fox, but your loyalty is high. They are still a mischievous little fox, not to mention vicious. But she adores me so single-mindedly, she's adorable. The Estimal also took off to the Cave of the Sealed Monsters. We'll go check on them sometime later. Alright. Now, to the World Tree! So, Fairies Island. Alright, we can't land here. We have to use the ship. Can't land on trees. Been through here. This is a pain to navigate this place. It's not really a problem that you go back to Iliasville every time you visit it. It's just kind of annoying. Talked. Sure, you're not gonna fight us, but still. You guys followed me all the way here. You're bouncing around this world as usual, full of energy. Canon, it seems that she was resting her body at the World Tree, as per the information. She must have received a fair amount of damage from the battle on the Demiurge. You seem to be in good health as well, don't you? Your body seems almost in perfect condition. Well, it's been a while since I've spent any time relaxing, so what's the deal? Music from the game's dropping off. I don't know exactly what to do about that. Does it seem like others are having an issue? Well, it's about... Okay, what's the deal? We explained to Canon about the hive mind. So why do you need my help? You're bringing me a lot of trouble, really. Oh great, Green Lord Canon, please help your brethren. Everywhere from top to bottom here is green. Can we go home soon? That girl's eyes look kind of bad, don't they? Is she suffering from some kind of mental contamination? I am sane. I am cured now. My treatment is complete. I'm fine. I'm very positive. I'm cured. I'm in remission. I'm seeing a counselor every day. I'm taking my medication. Scary. Canon is the founder of the plant race, right? It's a crisis for everyone, so can you help us? I still don't understand the choice in this series to make priestess just so unhinged. She didn't have any of these issues in the original. I have no choice. I owe you guys. Well then, I'll be the first to take a bite out of y'all. Alright, we get Canon. Canon joined the party. Not temporarily this time. At least until we have to remove her for the revival of the Dark God. I'll give you this. It's not for me. I'm not sure what it is, but something that grew out of the world tree. Our heal obtained. I thank you from the bottom of my heart, Canon. Let us fight the hive mind together. Alright, why don't you become the Queen Alrane? I'll give you the Queen title anytime. Wouldn't that be a demotion for me, a 6th ancestor? But you really need a break, don't you? It's absolutely no problem at all, Canon. For the Queen, rests are part of your duties, and duties are part of your rest. Working means resting, in other words. Me and my predecessors worked to shreds with that intention. How scary. The leaders of the plant tribe looks like they should be completely dismantled once and for all. Anyway, now we have Canon's cooperation. Next, let's go see Gabriella in the Grand Prison of Grand Gold. Canon, level 229, Chaos Buster, 1000 Trees Cannon. Alright, innate poison, blind, silence, paralysis, sleep, confusion, strike. Can always use whips. And plant skills. Can chain whip into whip and plant. You know, that's not really impressive. Alright, to Grand Gold. BF3. Damn, such humiliation. I'm gonna let you out, Gabriella. However, there's one condition. Or Gabriella. We explained to Gabriella about the hive mind. I'm willing to help if it means I can get some fresh air. Very well, let's get out of here, shall we? If you do anything crazy, you know what happens. I know! Even if I escape, you'll chase me to the ends of the earth and burn me to death anyway. You understand precisely. Now let's get you out there. Alright, let's replace Can. Gabriella. Oh, only join the group temporarily. Can't join permanently, huh? At the very least, watch your back. It might have been safer in jail. Anyway, we now had Gabriella's cooperation. With Canon and Gabriella in our ranks, we return to Plansect Village.